Breaking news right now is that Raila Odinga body vein has been closed finally. And another thing I want to update you right now is that the graveyard of Raila Odinga is well completed off, and it has been built beside his father's mausoleum. Ladies and gentlemen, let us witness thousands of people who have traveled all the way to Jaramogi Oginga Odinga University of Science and Technology to witness the funeral. This is the funeral, state funeral. Can you see on your video right now on the separate screen? You can see the amount of people who have traveled to that particular place. You can count the number of buses that are in that particular place, and you can generally see that it is massive. In my life, I'll come to say this: I have never witnessed something to do with this. And this is why Raila Odinga funeral is so different from other state funerals that we have witnessed. You know what? Because he was still active in politics. A man that has never been in that particular top office of the president, but he is being treated like a president. This is the power the former opposition leader holds. Oh my God, this is massive. You can see Inspector General of Police, Deputy Inspector General of Police, everyone. You know, this is that particular perfect time to say that right now in Nairobi, there's no one who is so popular or have this particular power that is in Nairobi, because all the people are back in Bondo, Siaya County. This is crazy. This is massive. Another thing that I want to update you is that for all those particular top leaders that I have witnessed who have attended this particular funeral in Bondo, as per right now, is Kalonzo Musyoka. There is all the cabinet secretaries, including Joho, Kipchumba Murkomen, everyone. When we talk about senators, all senators are there, all MPs are there, all governors are there, women reps. A lot of people are out there. And the people who did not go to that particular funeral, they are glued on their television to witness this particular one in a moment. The end of an era of Raila Odinga. So ladies and gentlemen, I'll continue showing you these particular side videos that you are not able to see anywhere else except here. You know, this is the only place that I can be able to update you live on air. Kithure Kindiki is out there. William Samoei Ruto has already arrived. The person that I have not witnessed is Uhuru Kenyatta, former president of Kenya, but he might be on his way, or he might be already there, but there is no camera sniper that has sniped to him. But I can see everyone. And my biggest question is, you know, in life sometimes we are all pretenders. We pretend to care about someone when he is long gone. Why should we treat them that way? When they are gone is the moment that we accord them the respect. When they are gone is the moment that we start seeming like we care much about them. But when they were still alive, when still we had a chance to showcase what we got for them, we didn't prove that particular chance. In fact, we wasted that particular chance. This is a moment for a country not to be greedy with power, not to be greedy by anything, but to take care on how to direct this particular country forward. And I'm going to say this, but majority of you will not be happy. And let me say this: when I'm talking about this topic, I'm not a journalist. So put my journalist and journalism aside. Put me as a Kenyan in this particular situation. And let me ask this particular question as a Kenyan. Mr. President, you pretend so much to care about this, but whatever Raila Odinga was advocating for, are you against it? Have you complied to it, or you are just another pretender? You have the power, you have the mantra to guide the country forward. But let me tell you the one thing. You know, Raila Odinga was out there to come forward and say, hey, Gen Z, young men, you people of the society, please calm down. Stop this particular protest. Stop this maandamano. Because I'm going to talk with the president and we are going to put the country forward. But in this particular scenario, have you realized that if Gen Z now decides to go onto the streets, there's no one to stop them? So, Mr. President, this is a tiny chance for you to prove what you got for the country unity. If you are going to spoil this particular moment, it's going to burn down the country. So please, I pray our country to succeed. Everyone who wakes up and is a Kenyan, he keeps on advocating for a good Kenya, where we don't have corruption, and we are accorded with our own rights, including the freedom we cherish. Right now I'm able to speak about all this because of the freedom of speech. But can you imagine if there was no freedom of speech? The freedom that they are trying to kill. We are going to revisit this, and I've been checking on social media, and there is something crazy that has been trending. It is quite crazy. The first time I saw it, I was like, is this a joke or what is this? I'm not getting it. And I was like, wait a minute. Kenyans are so serious on this particular thing they call, like, oh my God, we are going for maandamano on Tuesday. Another person I want to acknowledge that is still there in the funeral is former Chief Justice David Maraga is there. And there is other particular cocoons and other particular people who doesn't show love for the country. I'm not going to mention their name because they are going to spoil our day, but you already know about them. Those particular pretenders who keep on saying that we love this particular country, but they are not. But there is this particular bodyguard, Paul Ogeto, who is standing beside the casket of Raila Odinga. I'm going to show you that in part 2 of this particular video, as I keep on updating you. And it's so sad for him because he is trying to protect Raila Odinga until the last moment. He was the best protector because he protected him in each and every particular way. Until this particular final moment, they keep on telling us in India, where God took away Raila Odinga. So may his eternal soul rest in eternal peace. Ladies and gentlemen, my good name is Tony. I keep on updating on you these. You know what? I got you.